Hey everyone, Steven here, and for today's video, I'm actually just going to talk about, and I told everyone that I was going to do this video a long time ago, just now getting around to it, but just my thoughts on the pre-gym that is sweetened with Stevia. Now, I have a review for the regular pre-gym, so if you're wanting to know what my thoughts are on not only the product as in terms of basically what's in it, but also what each thing does for your body. I'll make sure that there's a link in the description box for that video so you can get more details on all that. This isn't going to be a video covering that stuff, because really the only difference between the regular pre-gym and this is the fact that this is sweetened with Stevia. Now, I'm a huge fan of Stevia. If you don't know, it comes from a plant. So Stevia is a plant when they turn it into, whether it's a powder or a liquid form, and they put it in products like this. It's a natural derived sweetener that is 300 times sweeter than table sugar on the sweetness scale. And yes, there is a thing that is called the sweetness scale. And you'll see other things on there like aspartame and sucralose, which are all synthetic sweeteners. And a lot of products right now actually use sucralose to sweeten their product. And you get things that are really, really sweet, right? And I am hoping that the industry does change over to these more natural sweeteners. The big reason for that is because Stevia doesn't cause an insulin spike. So 300 times sweeter than sugar on the sweetness scale, and I'm talking about like regular table sugar, right? Carbonado, but you get zero insulin spike. Now sucralose is sweeter than table sugar, and I think it is either 200 or 300 times sweeter than regular table sugar, but with that you're getting an insulin spike. So with Stevia, zero insulin spike with that, which is good, especially if you don't have anything that's needing to get shuttled anywhere, right? You're not having nutrients like protein that are needing to get that, because insulin's that delivery system to get into the muscle. So this is the Stevia sweetened one, and I gotta say I was actually hoping for a better taste than this. The problem with a lot of the things now that you see that are currently sweetened with Stevia is they just don't taste very good. So even though it is, in my opinion, a lot of other people's opinion, better for you because you're not using a chemical to sweeten it, you're using something that's more naturally derived, they're missing the mark in terms of what it tastes like. Because if it doesn't taste very good, a lot of people aren't going to buy it, right? You're going to have a handful that will, just because they want to go the more natural route. But with this, I was hoping it would actually taste a little bit better, and it's not. It's very similar to a lot of the other products that I've tasted, where when you taste it, it tastes very, very bitter. And that has to do with what's in the product. So, I mean, specifically with what's in this, and we're looking a lot at the beta-alanine and the betaine, specifically the betaine, and the citrulline malate. It's very, very bitter. Where I run into trouble is when they have a product like this, and for whatever reason, because I had my gallbladder taken out years ago, it was just shutting down on me, but I don't have that. So with this, the citrulline malate will actually irritate my colon, or high amounts of actually Stevia will, depending on how it comes in the form. But I can usually put it in other products. Like if I use liquid Stevia, and I have zero problems with that. When I take this, and I think it really has to do with the citrulline malate, for whatever reason, it just irritates my colon, and my stomach doesn't feel very good after that. Now, when they put sucralose in it, and I don't know if that has to really do with whether my body's registering the bitterness or not, I usually don't notice that problem. I mean, I'll have to go to the restroom just because of the high amount of caffeine in it, so you're probably gonna have to go pee or something like that. But usually, like I said, if there's a high amount of citrulline malate, my body can tell for whatever reason, like there's not a lot of other stuff to cushion it, it just doesn't like it. So with this product, I did notice that right off the bat. So some people might experience some type of stomach irritation with that. I don't expect a lot of people will, but just my own personal experience. But what I do to avoid that, because I still am taking this product, this is still, in terms of what's in it and all of that, by far one of my favorite pre-workouts to take. It's kind of set the bar for me. There are a lot of other products out there. It's just right now it's kind of held at the top. And there's some other ones that are close to it, like Dynamic Muscle, Savage Roar, and stuff like that. But with this, what I'll actually do is I'll actually split it. So if I do the full serving, I'll actually take about a half serving of post-gym, which has sucralose in it, and I'll put that in there and split that so it actually calms that down, and then I don't have any problems with my stomach, And also with that, this tastes a lot better. So I won't taste the bitterness that I will with this. Now, if that's your thing and you do like a bitter flavor uh, in whatever your food is, or you're used to that, or something that you wouldn't mind, by all means, go for this. This is going to be a great product for you. This is Natural Island Punch. And I mean, you can taste the fruity flavor to it, so it's not that you can't, it's just that it's bitter, because I think it is really, they haven't found that sweet spot, using that term, but that really, that sweet spot as far as how much stevia do they need to put into this, so that when you actually drink it, like, you're not going to taste like it's just a whole bunch of powdered stuff that's in here. Like I said, I'm really tasting like the citrulline malate and the betaine and the beta alanine and all these other products in there, so it tastes really chemically, or very tart, right? So that's just kind of my thoughts on this. I still like this. I'll put a link in the description box for this product as well. My one suggestion is, if you are going to take it and you already have it and you're like, oh man, it is, he's right, it's too bitter, I don't quite like that, still hold on to it. Just half it with some type of post-workout, even if it's not post-gym, even though I recommend post-gym. If it's some other product, some more BCAAs, whatever it is, and it will help mask that a little bit, so it isn't as tart or as bitter. So my thoughts on the stevia sweetened post-gym, hopefully that helps anybody that's on the fence, or they aren't quite sure, they're in GNC looking like, hey, what do I do? Like I said, you can find this at GNC, but also on Amazon, because I'll have that link for that there. And I'm hoping to see some new products or some tweaks here in the next couple years from Jim, because I know he's out there doing research and all of that as well, just to see the evolution of the product. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, please do that in the section below, and then hit me up if you have any pre-workout, post-workout supplements that you would recommend that I haven't talked about, because I'm kind of trying to expand that a little bit right now also, and test some other products and look at the ingredients that are inside them, and actually kind of research why they have what they have in there and whether or not it's an effective dose or not. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check back for another video on something, whether that's medical exercise, nutrition stuff, or workout stuff in the coming weeks.